habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Jones.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's caught. Humphries. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Herbert back to the air. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here now the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, this is going to depend on short. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert flushed out right. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 8-yard
Pretty
line.
solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the
Coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
With it on the return is Logan. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we'll see if this rain forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Herbert. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after one. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. It's complete to Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
At the 38-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Stills. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tyson Alu on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Logan. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Logan, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they
thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Johnson now returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert on 1st down now. He gets it to Humphreys. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Clyde.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert throwing again. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 6 yards there. First down, Cleveland.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And the Browns first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air again, Herbert. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And this is gonna be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. We're going to have to work on that in practice.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jones from the gun on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Returning it, Johnson.
Don't worry about it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now here's Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by David Long. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Browns.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
The 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Browns' 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
All day, every day.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 19 tight. Mike, check Mike, smash. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert back to the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DJ Chark with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, 59, 59. Okay, just like that, just like that. Check 52, 18. Hustle, hustle. Kill.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 70 Lions.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Hill, 28 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kick is good.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look downfield for Humphrey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And 4.
Check, 59, 59. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. It's caught. Shepard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Herbert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. With it on the return is Logan. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.